Thor, the fawn-colored pitbull, can't wait to play before his owner could take off his muzzle. He seems really affectionate.
就是一整个臣服的感觉。
He doesn't only enjoy snuggles with his owner. Even at the first meeting, Thor is already turning over for belly rubs from us. It's hard to imagine that he used to be quite aggressive only a little more than 3 years ago.
被练出的比特犬看见有人靠近，开始躁动，不停吠叫。而前一天，他才闯下大祸，狠咬一名3岁男童，造成他送医不治。
Near the end of 2021, Thor had bitten a 3-year-old boy to death, causing uproar. Looking back at old footage from after the attack, Thor can be seen heavily chained. He'd lunge on any stranger he sees. No one would dare come close. Later, Thor was impounded and was about to be put down. Dog lovers petitioned to put him up for adoption instead. That's how he found a new home with Miss Lu and escaped premature death.
对我而言，我会觉得不是狗的问题，这是主人的，就是疏失跟教育的问题。所以那时候，其实在帮他请命的时候
I don't think it's a dog's problem. Rather, it's the owner's neglect and lack of proper training. So when the petition was running, we also joined and tried to adopt him. So we already knew about the incident. But I still believed the dog isn't at fault. So I really made sure I could adopt him.
After Thor narrowly escaped the fate of being put down, he started going under desensitization training at the shelter, so he won't be so quick to attack when stimulated. Later, he came to Taipei to live in his new home. His new owners made sure to build a good relationship with him right from the beginning.
那时候我们花了将近快2个礼拜的时间，躺地板让他睡觉。
Back then, we spent nearly 2 weeks sleeping with him on the floor in the living room. We did that until he's familiar with the new place and trusted us.
对，我们让他们大量的时间去调试。
这么一大谱，搭车还要妈妈抱，丢脸。
Ms. Lu pampers Thor with love and often takes him out for walks. All that helped train the pit bull to become less volatile and prone to aggression. It takes great patience and care, as well as training by a professional trainer, to turn an aggressive pit bull docile and affectionate.
一名消防队员蹲在地上，不停帮一名躺在地上的男子进行 CPR 加压，另一名消防队员则在一旁支援。因为这名倒地不起的男子刚刚被一只比特犬咬伤。
Also in 2021, another pit bull named Jianshi attacked a friend of its owner when the man drunkenly teased it. Jianshi bit on the artery on his right inner thigh, causing heavy bleeding that resulted in the person's death.
小小空间里，褐色比特犬激动狂吠。这只活泼好动的比特犬就遭监视，110年时进到收容所闭关3。
Like Thor, Jianshi was also impounded, but the latter was even more distrustful. While under confinement, animal protection officers could not get close enough to put a muzzle on it, so it spent more than 3 years in the cage.
当初我们收容以后，他对口罩，因为如果狗要危险犬只要出来遛狗的话，必须戴上口罩。
To take a dangerous dog out for a walk, it must be muzzled first. Our volunteer struggled to put a muzzle on it. Our director decided for safety that without a muzzle, it could not be taken out, so spent quite some time under confinement.
After more than 2 months with a trainer, Jianshi could finally be muzzled and taken out for a walk. In February, he finally found a new home. News of pit bull attacks on humans as well as other dogs abound. At best, the victim is left injured, and at worst, they lose their life. But are pit bulls naturally more aggressive than other dog breeds?
比特犬其实一开始被培育来说要来斗犬用的。
Pit bulls were initially bred for dog fighting. They have a strong bite and won't easily let go when they bite. That's what's most worrying.
台湾斗狗赌博，那我也很早期我也都有接触。我当时有一次就是他们。
In the early days, I've seen dogfighting in Taiwan, which involves gambling. Once I saw a pit bull injured after a dogfight, and I saw with my own eyes its owner stitching the dog's wound himself. The dog's belly was bitten open, so the owner rearranged the organs and then stitched up the wound without anesthetics either. The dog was even eating. From that, you can see how it is. It's not afraid of pain or being bitten.
Although dogfighting was outlawed with the introduction of the Animal Protection Act in 1998, and pit bulls became kept as only pets to be loved, pit bull attacks still grab the headlines every time.
一名身穿蓝色雨衣的骑士正在停等红灯，他盯着一旁休旅车，似乎察觉有异状。下一秒，车窗竟然跳出一只土黄色的中型犬，扑向骑士，紧咬不放。
The most recent pit bull attack was in Taipei in early March. In just a span of 11 days, Lucky the pit bull twice pounded out of the car and attacked a scooter rider nearby. The owner, Mr. Xu, insisted that Lucky had opened the car window by itself, but fellow pit bull owner Ms. Liu is not buying it.
因为其实讲实在，没有那么刚好2次都是狗自己开的窗。 这是一点，还有一点是
Seriously, it's too much of a coincidence for the dog to open the car window by itself twice. Also, why was the dog so aggressive that he'd directly go after someone? It must have been trained to do that. The owner must have instructed and trained him to attack like that.
Amid public outrage, Taipei authorities seized Lucky and fined Mr. Xu again for a total of 200,000 NT. In 2022, the Ministry of Agriculture banned pit bulls from being imported, as well as kept as pets. It also mandated that pit bulls already kept as pets in the country all be registered and neutered. The pit bull is the only dog breed whose ownership is outlawed. At the same time, they must be muzzled and attached to a leash no longer than 1.5 meters before they can be taken out. But it's not just pit bulls. Any kind of dog can lose its temper, only that a pit bull's strong bite and propensity not to let go make for a fatal attack. Proper training is key to making sure a pit bull does not get triggered. Today we're visiting another pit bull owner named Sandy. She watches over her 7-month-old son playing with her 2-year-old pit bull, Diamond.
摸摸，亲亲摸摸。好，好，你在打他吗？
When Diamond was adopted at only 2 months old, Sandy and her dog trainer already had the goal of making sure Diamond will be trained so as to not attack anyone or any other animal he's unfamiliar with.
我们的训练其实它的概念是一种制约。 对，这样他重复去做一样的行为。
Our training is restraint-oriented, so he'll repeat the same response, which is to sit and wait for a reward. Eventually, he'll learn what sit means, even if there isn't a treat for him. He'll know what it means to wait.
But that's not completely fail-proof. To prevent him from fighting other dogs, the trainer taught Diamond to run away when he gets into conflict.
假设说今天我们在路上，然后遇到前面有刺激，有一只狗已经要过来了。
Let's say we're out on a walk and another dog is approaching. I wouldn't wait until it gets too close before taking him away. I know that the other dog is approaching, so we should leave. And at this moment, I'll instruct Diamond to leave with me. And when he does, I'll give him a reward.
有分等级，像一般的坐下啊、握手啊、简单的等待，那些可能都是一些小零食。
We have different levels of rewards. For simple things like sitting down, shaking hands, and waiting, we'll give him some small treats. But when he does leave in a conflict, we'll make sure to give him what he wants most but can't get so easily.
比特犬挣脱锁链，狠狠咬住黑狗脖子，黑狗根本无力反击，长达半小时猛烈撕咬。
After the ban went into effect in 2022, many pit bull owners gave up their pets because they couldn't train the dogs properly. This pit bull, Peter, is already more than 10 years old. He's one of the many abandoned pit bulls following the ban. After many years of careful nurturing, Peter now has a much calmer temperament. But his advanced age makes it difficult for him to find a new home. But not anyone interested can adopt a pit bull. Their new owners must have officially recorded history of owning one. But because there aren't so many pit bull owners, many of these pit bulls are still being kept captive at the shelter.
太多有这样子的烂主人，就是有点类似像你会生小孩，但你不会养小孩跟教育小孩。
There are just so many terrible owners like that. It's like giving birth to a child, but not raising and educating the child. So why are you having one? It's the same with pets. You get one because you like how it looks, whether that's cute, fierce, or handsome. But then you don't train it or raise it properly, and it becomes problematic. And then you don't want it anymore. It's this irresponsible attitude that really angers me the most.
The problem all boils down to the owner, whether a pit bull attacks or gets abandoned. But still, it's too easy to stigmatize the breed, making it less likely they'll find a loving home. As for Jianshi, who's bitten someone to death before, he now has a new name, Shishi. Under the new owner's care, Shishi now looks much friendlier and calmer, even though it still gets uneasy in new environments and needs further desensitization training.
他这样子会是凶吗？还是？
没有，他就是
因为他被骂，他会觉得委屈。
他不喜欢被骂，对吧？他被骂他就会这样。
好了，不要再念了啦，我知道。
对，就跟小孩子一样被家长念。
As for Thor, he's now fully socialized. He even has his own social media with a much bigger following than his owners. Even though pit bulls are raised to be aggressive, whether they can be lovable and be loved still depends on us humans.